I met a gypsy.
So that motorcycle, talk about the Chase Sexton thing, predictions of how Chase goes at Cowie.
I'm always a big Chase fan when I see Chase get out of his own way. Truthfully, I think the talent is he's so good at riding a motorcycle when he gets out of his own way. I don't think we're going to see a just sheer onslaught, but I'm hoping we see some signs of brilliance where he is winning races, but I don't think he's going to win the championship. And I feel that is a pretty fair assessment because he should have won the championship for Supercross because he should have, what was it? Phoenix? Is that the Supercross round that they call it? Or is it
Glendale, you mean?
Yeah, Glendale.
Yeah.
He should have been nowhere near Cooper Webb to crash into him. He gave up so many points doing that kind of shit.
That was Arlington.
Oh, okay, yes, that was Arlington.
Yeah. That was a huge turning point in the championship.
Yeah.
Like massive.
So I've said this before, and honestly, I don't know. However, if I was in Chase's shoes, I'd be getting a sports therapist. I'd be getting hypnotized. I'd be doing, because your problem is not riding a motorcycle. Your problem is having these little brain farts that fuck up you riding the motorcycle. Because when you are on point, almost nobody can beat you as long as you're like out in front of them. Right? And you're a very intimidating guy because you're big and you're good at what you do. But everyone is expecting you to crash out front. So
he's expecting it.
Yes.
Probably.
So fix that small problem. Get hypnotized. Do whatever mumbo jumbo.
Start smoking fucking Winston Reds.
Dude, exactly, man. You know,
DMT on the start line.
I don't care what kind of placebo effect you got to do, but just make it happen. And he's going to be right there with Jet and Tomac every single weekend.
I sadly agree.
And that's no.
No, you want, that's you wanting the best for him.
It's hard to come up with, if you're sitting back at the tent and your team is telling you, oh, dude, you got to come up with 2-3 seconds. That's going to be, just not good enough.
Almost impossible, yeah.
But if your team is going on there and they're just like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Think better.
Yeah, you'd rather have that problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
spoke about probably way too much, but yeah, the Arlington thing for me was like, and I had breakfast with a friend after it that was like he was a racer from like a different world, right? And he's like, dude, when I saw the head down sitting on the tough block, like he said, that's a guy that just hates his fucking life in that moment. And
regret. Massive regret.
Fully hates himself and hates his life in that moment, you know. And that sucks. And he's saying it as, he's like, I can relate. Like, I know that because I've been that. Like, I've literally done the exact same thing. And that is what I wish he could change. Like, don't do anything else. Like, to your point, you know, it's like, figure out what you've got to do internally to make it so that you don't hate this whole process. Because I feel like, you know, when you're around Jet, he does not hate his life. Like, even with all of the shit that he's had to go through over the last couple of years, he does not hate his life. He gives you the kindest hug. He'll have a laugh. Funny as fuck. Like, that's a guy that is living a good life regardless. So it's like that to me. I'm like, whether you're on KTM, whether you're on Cowie, whatever, that to me, like, there's something that's going on in that world.
Chase just needs to learn how to let go of the mistakes that he's made. I think they are haunting him to where, just as your point, he's sort of expecting that to happen again. And once those intrusive rumination come into your head,
Oof.
that's when it's all gone. Oh, I've done this before. Am I going to be able to keep doing that? And then all of a sudden it's like, what underwear am I wearing? And then bam, it's over in an instant. And you can't do that at that level.
Yeah.
Right? But people can't ride at his level when he is on. So for him, I think he could make the Kawasaki, even if it sucks, win if he fixes that one thing.
Yeah, it's just such a huge thing.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.